Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu einer weiteren Folge Tales of Arise. So, nachdem wir das letzte Mal ja Warrun besiegt haben und festgestellt haben, das Spiel ist offenbar etwas länger als erwartet. Gut. Müssen wir jetzt... Ich gehe mal hier zuerst hin, dann nach Forest. Hier sind ja offenbar noch ein paar Quests, die ich einsammeln kann.
I wonder if something happened.
Hi. Hey, you, the Liberators, could I ask you to help me? You sound a lot more lively than most people. And it's thanks to those boomies.
Wow.
Okay. You mean those tiny little Zoogles? Yeah, those are the ones. Every time I see one of them, I can't help but think about how freakishly cute and adorable they are. If more people could see them up close, I bet they would start.
Yeah.
You think so? I mean, I guess they're pretty cute for Zoogles, I'll give you that. I know, right? The way they stare at you with those beady eyes, those little fangs and can't shoot through anything. Love everything about them. Die ist ein bisschen crazy. You are crazy. Those things are scary as hell. They never shut up and they like to throw that dirty stuff at you.
Huh?
That's all part of their charm. I could look at them forever. And never get tired of it. So I guess what I wanna ask is, could you defeat a handful of them outside of town and bring them back here to me, pretty please? Okay.
Got it.
Do we really have to beat them up if you just want to people admire them? Hate to do it, but you know how naughty those boomies can get sometimes, right? It's really the bestest way. Oh, anyway, thanks for helping. What the fuck, ey. Pelegion Zugel Mascot. Okay. Ja,
Boomy! Boomy!
what the
Heck?
fuck?
Are you stuck on that too?
No, really. I kind of see where they're coming from.
Are you okay with anything as long as it's round and flies?
Das ist fies. Gegenüber Hude.
Oh, hey!
Hey, what's up, dude?
Seriously?
Terrible opening law, but let's roll with it. Up? What do you mean, what is up?
Well,
I just mean, like, how's your work? Are you making progress? No, I'm not making progress.
Well-
Is there a problem? Yes.
huh?
Is there a specific reason why your work isn't going so well? I don't have any materials. Where did you get from the Zoogles in the castle? From the Zoogles? Yes. Goes to show just how... But his thoughts are gone, so I'm not because they are the Zoogles.
That's just...
I suppose without any rains left in the castle to keep them contained, the Zoogles got out of town on their own. So they got loose and turned into feral strays. I'm surprised they didn't wreck the city on the way out.
Guess...
But getting back to this guy, if we don't help him out, he's probably just gonna stand around not getting anything done,
Yeah.
eh? Yeah, most likely. So I guess that means we better go out and find the materials he's looking for. It probably won't solve his problem for her, but at least we'll give him something. Okay,
Ah,
right. When you say you got your materials from the castle Zoogles, are you talking about this stuff by any chance? Yes, that's right. Oh, that was easy. Problem solved. Aren't you lucky? Oh, so, thank you.
Wow!
He said that all by...
Alright!
No need to thank us, man. Just make sure you put that stuff into good use and do a good job now, okay? Yes, I will do my best. Ach du Scheiße. Oh, geil. Das hat sich doch mal richtig gelohnt.
I wasn't expecting...
Das hat gute Menge an... Das hat gute Menge an
Thank you for that.
Cash
maybe
gebracht und auch...
socializing with people is helping to jog his memory bit by bit.
Okay.
You did good, Law.
So, was mit dir, Kleiner? That was so scary, really scary. What's wrong? Why are you so afraid? I heard all sorts of strange noises like crackle, roar, split, splash, howl, whoosh, and boom bump outside of town, and you left the town? Never go wandering outside where it's no safe, you hear me? Easy, Rindle. Kid, you probably spotted a Zoogle. Did you see anything when it made a crackling roar sound? It was red crackling and roaring. Red, oh I get it, he must mean he saw fire coming out of it. Fire, of course, so that would mean the splashing sound is water, the howling sound wind, and that booming sound was you, Rindle?
Hey,
Why is it gonna be me? Because you're always loud and booming when you're dropping lightning on me when you get mad. This little kid wouldn't know anything about it. Boom boom, yeah. Yeah, boom boom lady. Oh, I'm never. You see what I mean? Even here, Gruß, and he hardly knows you. If you two have had quite enough teasing me, there's a dangerous duel on the loose. You're gonna make the skeleton go away, lady?
Got it.
You bet, don't worry. Us grown-ups will take care of it. Naja, so grown-up bist du noch nicht, Winwell, aber okay. Glaube ich zumindest. Da fällt mir ein, ich habe keine Ahnung, wie alt sie ist. Oops. If you saw it outside of town, do you think he was in the love to marshlands? Whatever it is, sounds like it's coming. Is that your nickname for me or something? Okay. Oh nein, hopp. Look for the footsteps in the forest castle. Gut, das heißt, wir müssen hier jetzt wieder rein. Wir müssen ja sowieso erstmal...
You finally made it. Are you really gonna search through this whole castle?
Oh, quit grumbling. This sort of stuff.
Ist hier irgendwo vielleicht... Okay, dort. Entrance Plaza verloren. Okay, noch. Okay,
Old
gut.
hat for us by now.
Yeah,
Das heißt, wir müssen einfach nur gerade durch.
you got
Okay.
a point. But
It's not going to take forever, Law, I promise. Let's just do what we came here to do and get out.
Okay, gerade kurz Soundprobleme gehabt offenbar. Also das Spiel zumindest. Kommt selten vor, aber naja. Warte mal, ich möchte mal kurz schauen. 700. Irgendwas, was ich... Shockwave. Red Flash, Mental Attack plus 40. Fierce Lesson Speed Attack from the side. Ich denke, den hier sollte ich machen dann. So, mit dir. Art Casting Mobility. Habe ich das noch nicht? Okay, das soll ich dann definitiv mal machen. Increase Electric. Okay, ich sollte definitiv die Dinger hier mal machen. Die würden mir, glaube ich, ziemlich viel bringen. So, Runwell. Ah ja, Runwell. 1100 dafür. Kisara. Easier Overlimit. Lightning Strike, Increase Counter. Ich denke, ich gehe dann da mal mit Easier Overlimit noch. Dann kann ich den hier bald. So. Hier sollte ich ja dann Ding finden können. Okay. Wieso ist da ein...
Very well.
Alright, you are clear, you can leave.
Well,
Somehow I'm both surprised and not surprised to see them here. So you're the guy who's sorting all the
Pardon
ration?
me.
What are you doing? Get back to your position. Excuse me? I will only say it one more time. Get back to your position. What is this guy's deal? Any slaves who disobey orders must be put to death. So says Lord Warrun. Okay.
what the hell? Do these guys not realize who we are?
Doesn't seem that way.
Uh,
Must think we're just damnings from the town.
Whatever's going on, these are Bull Run soldiers. Watch yourself.
You picked the wrong fight.
Edit. Wieso auch immer.
That's my cue.
Shut him down.
Okay.
This one's mine.
Ja.
On guard.
Take this!
Piercing roar. Water.
Komm.
Let's duck!
Okay. Damit sollte der wenigstens weg sein. Die anderen dürfte auch nicht mal lange durchhalten. Okay. Ja.
Here I go!
Tiger blade. Shield. Go for it. Prepare to crumble.
Okay, weg damit. So it wasn't a den stockpiling the rations, it was some Warren soldiers hiding out inside the castle. Yeah, I'm not sure whether to be relieved or freaked out about it. What are you guys trying to accomplish? Are you out trying to get vengeance for Warren? What's going on here? Something's weird about all this. Are you men aware that Warren is no longer around?
You don't say.
These soldiers seem to think only of the orders that were given to them. Their mind is completely blank otherwise, just like the Danans here. Looking back on it, I did feel like those soldiers before were mindless. If that's true, then they haven't been hiding out here. They've just been going about the business as usual. Okay, warte mal. Die sind da seit 2 Monaten oder so und denen fällt das jetzt erst auf? Also seit 2 Monaten, nachdem sie Warren besiegt haben? What the fuck, Leute? I guess so everyone here was Warren's slave. Both Dennis and Brandon's alike, that's the kind of realm he was running. But that doesn't explain why all hell didn't break loose with these guys once Warren was gone, like we've seen elsewhere. A month has passed since Warren vanished. Achso, nur 1 Monat. Okay, aber trotzdem. It's entirely possible things may be starting to crumble at the fringes. But the fact that they haven't to any degree has allowed the soldiers to carry on as though it were business as usual. Whatever the reason, we can't just let these guys keep walking around. We should bring them into the barracks for the time being. I agree, but I don't know if they are going to come quietly. Listen to me carefully, man. I am Lord Dorim in Karas. I have an order for you. Lord Dorim, but sir, we saw...
Well?
Lord Warren has left this realm and is no longer its ruler. Therefore, in accordance with canon law, you almost pledge your alliance to me. So, you expect us to serve you now, my lord? If you respect the canon rule of law, then yes, that is precisely correct. Of course, we shall follow your orders, Lord Dorim. Okay. Holy crap, I can't believe that worked.
So then,
This should suffice for the time being. Let's bring this man into the barracks and then speak with Gain one.
I can't believe how quickly you got all those soldiers to obey you, Dohalim.
actually, they were abiding Renan hierarchy, not me personally.
Well, either way, it solved the problem, and that's what counts.
What the fuck, ey. Es ist irgendwie bescheuert, aber irgendwie auch lustig. Okay, ich geh mal dahin. Da ist nämlich noch eine weitere Quest.
Always good to be back in familiar territory.
I think Hoodle senses something.
Okay. Nicht hier. Gut, das heißt... Ah, da. War die schon vorher da? Ich weiß es gerade nicht. Set Glasses, okay. Das heißt, ich bin jetzt bei 31, oder? Oh. Oder bei 32. Feathered Friend. Increase Element Attack Strength based on the number of Olds gathered. Das ist schon mal sehr gut. Warte mal, das ist sogar richtig gut. Increase Weak Point Damage. Damit wird sie nochmal ein gutes Stück stärker dadurch jetzt.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Mhm. So, hi. Was ist mit dir? Oh, you again. I wonder what you get in this and got it, right?
Yeah!
You have been me there. Indeed, I've come across some curry recipe doing
That's great.
whatever it is. I don't think it will ever satisfy your apparently insatiable hunger to run for recipes like that. Well, as it so happens, I met a sailor back in let me borrow a boat, and then I was here before I knew it. You rode that boat all the way here? That's right, but more importantly, what I found in the castle was a forbidden recipe, sealed away since ancient times. Okay.
What?
Forbidden, you say? What reason could anyone have to for locking it away all these years? I haven't the faintest idea, that's why we must make it so we can find out. And so I ask you all together, ingredients must know. However, being such an old recipe, its directions are written rather obviously. It calls for something white, soft and fluffy, stimulating powder, neither swine nor hare meat, and finally, white, soft and fluffy. Why does it ask for that twice? My guess is that one of them simply refers to rice.
Nice.
Or maybe the recipe is calling for double the normal amount of rice. Sounds okay to me. I don't think they had written like that if that were the case. I'm pretty sure all these ingredients can be found in Ganafaro, so I can count on you to fetch them. Okay, I think we already have the things written. Yes, I see rice here, spices, wrapping meat, and this... Is this that other white and soft and fluffy thing? Yes, it's called tofu. Apparently you make it by taking the liquid from soybeans and solidifying it. Oh, fascinating. I can't wait. I know, I'm really curious. I had a lot of trouble bringing the stuff back without Shion stealing it and eating it. Der Blick von Shion dabei war auch nur so, wieso sagst du das? Soll ich dich aufessen? Well, here's the recipe. Go ahead and fix this marble curry so we can find out why it was forbidden.
Just a minute.
Hold your horses, Ivan. I will decide how much space we put it in it. If we let you decide, I will tear it first. Fine. Oh.
Great!
Alright, it's all done. I made sure to give you an extra large serving. Oh, look at this beautiful dish. It's made just as the wine too. Now to see how it tastes. Well, this is exhilarating, absolutely. I'm in heaven. This masterpiece is surely the key to realizing where it breathes. Night thought. So basically, you really like it. What is great? Then let's go ahead and... Oh, you are already eating it? Delicious. I love how the different spices complement each other. And the soft mild tofu gives it a nice texture. Hey, don't you think that tastes great, too, Ivan? Oh no, this is bad. Bad? I thought you like spicy food. This is really bad. Forgive me, Shion. This is absolutely... Stop, you're embarrassing yourself. I'm sorry. Embarrassing indeed. I'm sorry, but it's hard to put into words just how good this tastes. It makes me want to get up and jump for it. Oh, now you are starting to understand what I've been trying to teach you? I never would have imagined such an overwhelming dish could ever exist. I can already feel myself getting addicted to it. Now I see. This may very well be why it was branded a forbidden recipe in ages past. Perhaps even great wars were fought over it. Ich glaube nicht. Or perhaps not. Likely not. The more I think about it. Yup. Better make sure you don't eat too much of this stuff, Jian, or you might regret it. I will be fine. Besides, I prefer to eat it with bread, so what difference does that make? I feel completely and utterly satisfied. I can leave this realm with no regret. Having now visited each of the range, I'm not sure where to travel next. But the sense fate shall bring us together again one day. Until next time. Farewell. Wow. Das hat mir wieder jetzt Punkte gebracht und Cash, also. Und ein...
Shion stuffing bread with marble curry.
Now I can eat this every day.
Jeez, Shion, you're hooked on that stuff.
What the fuck, ey. Jetzt haben wir also eine Süchtige, mit der wir klarkommen müssen. Nicht gut. Warte mal, ich schaue nochmal sicherheitshalber hier. Gut. Hi ho.
I've talked to the soldiers and made it clear that they are to remain in line. Things should stay calm for the time being.
I know Renans tend to take authority extremely seriously, but you sure know how to throw your weight around as a former lord.
I only managed to get through to them because Volron's curse is lifting, but not to the extent that they can act independently as of yet. Considering we had other matters to attend to for the past month, we should consider ourselves lucky that nothing occurred during our absence.
But if they do start operating independently again, that's going to cause a whole new set of problems to deal with.
Yep.
Indeed. Ganeth Heros is unlike Menencia. Without intervention, they'll likely revert to oppressing the Danans as they were doing before.
Meaning there's still a lot of work to be done in this realm. Not that there aren't problems among the Danans, too.
Yes. There was no way to avoid the deep-seated conflicts that had festered here. But I just hate that we had to use your position as a lord to solve the situation, Dohalim.
Had I not intervened, yet more blood would have spilled here, and nobody wishes for that.
So, what's going to happen to the Renans here now?
Why do you ask?
We've stripped the soldiers of their armor and locked them up. They can't hurt you guys anymore. I promise.
So they're alive? They're not going to die?
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
Those people deceived us. They did terrible, terrible things to us. They made us suffer. Long before you guys came along. For years and years and years. It was constant. Never stopped. Not even for a day. So many people died. Our parents, our children, our friends. They all died. They were murdered. And it was the Renans. The Renans were the ones who did it. They killed us. Why do they get to live after so many of us have died? The bastards should die! Every last one of them!
I know how you feel, Ganya. I used to be a slave, and I hated the Renans just like you. I took up the blazing sword to bring them down. But along the way, I've met many people and seen many things. People refusing the hand life dealt them. People who have lost loved ones, but are still trying to make this world a better place. People driven by hate who stopped before it was too late. And those who couldn't and paid with their lives. And I fought plenty of people who were all too happy to make others suffer. Believe me. But after a while, I came to realize that it's not the Renans who are our true enemies.
Es sind wir selbst.
Then what the hell are we fighting if it's not them?
We're fighting against anyone who tries to take what doesn't belong to them.
But that's what these Renans are doing. How is that any different?
Because I judge everyone by their own actions. That goes for Danans too. Because at the end of the day, at the root of all evils committed is an individual who committed them.
You're right, Alphen. It seems like people are either blaming an entire race for one individual's sins, or an individual for everyone else's mistakes. But all that does is add more hate in a world that's already full of it. I want to help create a society where people can finally stop suffering and move beyond their pain. But if we try to do that with more violence, then we'll just end up right back where we started in the first place.
All right. Have it your way. I can't argue with the folks that helped us get back our ability to think and speak freely again.
Is that to say you trust us then?
I don't trust the Renans as far as I can throw them. I trust you guys because of who you are and what you've done.
Fair enough. We won't let you down, Ganya.
Okay.
What's the matter, Kisara? Is something wrong?
Oh, no, nothing. It's fine, really. I'm just a bit worried about what'll happen to all these folks.
Right. It'll take time before they start thinking for themselves again.
Indeed, that is part of it. However, what I'm even more worried about is what will happen to them after that. What do you think they're going to want once they realize how cruel Volron was to them?
Probably revenge.
What happened to Ganeth Heros is the worst form of oppression we've seen. But treated cruelly or kindly, slaves will rise up.
Einiges aside, there are still remnants of Renan supremacists scattered throughout Dana.
You mean all that trouble we went through to get rid of the lords might just lead to more violence? That's the last thing I want to see happen.
Of course not. And if we don't do something to prevent it all from starting up again, there could be even more bloodshed for us to regret. There's still a lot we don't know about the Renan rulers. Whatever the face of truth behind their veil, it's on us to put a stop to them. But there is one thing that's clear. Whatever we do to finally end it, our motives can't be getting back at the Renans, or it'll all be for nothing.
So, what exactly is it that you're saying? That we should just act as if nothing happened?
Law's right. We can't expect everyone to just forget all the pain they've endured up until now. Not so easily, at least.
But we have to at least try to change course. We can't just keep allowing history to repeat itself like this.
Exactly. Look, I won't deny that between the crown contest and 300 years of oppression, there's a lot of bad blood between the Danans and the Renans. But all these problems are just too big for us to try to carry the burden on our own. We'll keep doing our part in the interim, but we need to take this one battle at a time.
Gut. Hardfield Shield. Increased Aggro while guarding. Das ist doch mal sehr gut.
Glad that work's taken care of.
I don't think we're done just yet. I want you all to stick around a little longer. There might still be people who need our help.
When you think about it, thinking for yourself can be a heavy responsibility at times.
Yeah, it's not like your mind will only ever think about good, happy things for one.
Maybe so. But I'll still take that burden over living life as a puppet serving others. That's why I want to do everything I can to help these people.
Okay, aber jetzt setze ich hier erstmal den Cut und wieder zurück. So, da. Gut, ups. So, jetzt. Sorry. Da habe ich wohl gefällt gehabt. Gut. Ja, wir müssen jetzt wahrscheinlich die anderen Sachen gleich machen. Also unten ist noch was dort.
Where are you going?
Since when do I need your permission to move around?
I wasn't saying that you do. Though I'm not sure why you're biting my head off about it either.
Oh, that's so typical of you. How can you be so relaxed about all this? At this very moment, the enemy is doing who knows what behind the scenes. And yet we're just sitting here twiddling our thumbs in Ganeth Harrows.
I know that, but our hands are tied right now. What do you want me to do? And what's gotten into you anyway? Is there something you want to say to me, Shion?
Look, you're right. Forget I said anything.
If I said something to hurt you, I'm sorry. But I honestly don't know what I said to upset you so much. I really wish you would tell me.
You don't need to apologize. You didn't say anything. It's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault. Not really.
Then why?
Please just drop it. I don't want to talk about it.
All right. If that's what you want, I won't push any further.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Just don't be too hard on yourself, okay?
Oh, adorable. Gut. Was ist mit euch? What's happened to him? He's no longer with us. He always looked like he was struggling with his head, but still, he was so close to finally living like a normal human being too. Damn. Does he have any living relatives? Just his mom, I think she lives in that area over there. But I will break the news to him. Okay.
Having to inform a mother her son died isn't an easy thing to do.
But if not us, then who? That's why we have to find her.
Oh, hier ist ein Inn, das heißt, hier könnte ich eventuell kaufen und Sachen
Looks
upgraden.
like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Oh, hi. Bei 6, Oh, fuck it, ey, 7. Ach du Scheiße, ey. Das ist ganz schön teuer. Wenigstens habe ich alle von den Rüstungen, die ich kaufen kann. Rock Slapper kaufe ich nochmal. Cell. Gut. So. Oh fuck it, ey. Das war jetzt nicht so optimal. Okay. Ich bleib da erstmal bei
Did we
5.
really just spend that much money?
Das ist Accessoires, das ist noch nicht, wobei ich da langsam anfangen könnte. So, erstmal. Okay. Random Titan Fang. Atonement Edge sieht ja mal geil aus. Aber ich kann aktuell nicht Supreme Thundernail. Ich kann die aktuell nicht machen. Die kann ich auch nicht machen. Die sieht ja geil aus. Die finde ich auch ziemlich cool vom Design her. Aha. Nope, kann ich auch alle nicht craften. Nope. So. Okay, dann würde ich sagen... Dup. Wo muss ich hin? Wenn er fliert, okay. Ich weiß leider nicht, wo ich jetzt hin soll. Ah, okay, dort hinten. Oh oh. Ja, das kann jetzt was werden.
Sorry.
Excuse me, I have some bad news. It's your son. It's okay, I know. You do? Then what are you doing? I have work that must be done today, since my son can no longer work. It's like this here too, huh? Forget about your work, or better yet, think of tending him to your son as your task for today. Alright, I will get to work, okay?
How can she think of putting her son to rest as work?
Because that's the way people were made to think about every aspect of their lives.
I know she doesn't mean anything bad by it. I know that, but...
It looks like she went out of town to take care of her son's body.
That's a little concerning. There are Zoogles roaming around out there. We should follow after her.
Gut, dann... Ich gehe mal davon aus, dass die meinen... Hier raus. Eingangsinteresse. Kann ich jetzt... Okay, so, okay, ich kann jetzt... Da kann ich... Okay, Hidden Wharf. Ist eine Quest, aber ich muss raus. Ich kann noch nicht woanders hinreisen gerade. Okay.
Okay, off we go.
Da ist Master of Nature. Mhm.
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
Okay, gut. Dann sollte ich mal schauen. The enemies can now be... Okay, sent to barn. Mysterious natural wonders spawn with a pig's body and the rabbit's ear. Ah, the goods are known to have the taste for the rare pricey meat. Okay. They will deliver butcher kicks with the strong hint legs, discouraging stray the goods from attacking. Mhm. Ich denke, dann mache ich mal 2 mal Pferde. So, einmal Schwein. Und Kuh noch. So. Okay.
Yes.
Then I guess like bring me... Wait, you would... That's right, that's how you do it. I don't... Wouldn't in more formal funeral position be more... I'm sorry. Have I done something wrong? Tell me, do you... no custom where relatives of the deceased may say the son of her rights? Not really. How could we do... We have in Dana. Up until recently, our people were too busy toiling away to think of burial rights. Among Renans, it's customary for relatives to send the remains out into the heavens. When it introduced such a practice to Dana, we believe that in doing so, the deceased spirit shall join the flow of astral energy that travels the cosmos. We could never do something like that. It's the last chance for the bereaved to see their loved ones. Sure, something should be done to honor their memory. But death is part of everyday life, everyday living for us, Danans. You really think we're going to ship bodies into space somehow every single day? I simply felt that something more ought to be done. When the Ren still ruled over us, we didn't even know if it was safe to build grave sites. As bodies decompose, they can spread diseases. We didn't have any other choice, how we could bury other people. Ringwell, don't think for a second. I've forgiven everything that the Renans did to us. Tell me, Alfin, do you know why none of us have last names like them? Let me tell you why. It's because we outnumbered them and they denied us our culture to stop us from uniting against them. Enough. Your people steal so much from us as it is. And on top of that you have the gall to try and make us live like you too? If you hate it here so much, why don't you just turn them all hollow? That's enough. No more. Einiges could strike at any time. And here we are, fighting among ourselves. We are all well aware of the suffering and hatred with each harbor. We each harbor, nicht with each. We each harbor. But if we are going to coexist, we have to recognize each other's differences. That's what we are all working together to achieve. To bring an end to this cruel system and begin to live together side by side. That's what I believe, and that's why I'm here. If any of you think differently, then be my guest and leave. I will break down every last barrier, even if I have to do it alone. Indeed. I sincerely apologize. I consider you a true friend, but it would appear that I have yet to reckon with our people's dark history and earn it. Rinwell, I completely accept the blame in all of this. Let's not express her sorry for clearly
I'm
offending you
sorry.
so deeply. I'm sorry for lashing out at you as hard as I did to Harlem. I guess I'm still working through a lot of emotions. I know you were only thinking about what was best for her son
Greenwell.
too. And I'd like you to teach me about the culture and history of this planet. Perhaps it will help us begin to bridge the gap. Sure, I don't mind. Could you maybe teach me about Runner Susan, please? The two are more alike than you realize sometimes. I'm glad we were able to patch things up. We've lost enough good people along the way as it is. Sorry for the distraction. Let's lay your son to rest. We'll do it in the Danon way. Yes. Thank you for granting me the task. Don't mention it. It's the least we could do for you as his mom. Well, because of all of my son is at peace now. Rest assured, we intend to build a future for this world that would make him proud. Oh.
That little speech you gave back there was pretty impressive, Alphen.
If you call letting your emotions get the better of you impressive, sure.
It made them stop fighting with each other, right? However you managed it, you knocked some sense into Rinwell and Dohalim, and that mother.
Yeah. I can see my decision to travel with you was well made.
So, Hatred vs. Anger, mal sehen, was das jetzt ist. Oh,
Something's eating at you again, huh?
I don't know if I would say that. I mean... Actually, I guess I do have one or two things on my mind. My people, we lived in hiding, so we never really experienced the full extent of Renan oppression. Not directly, anyway. After Almadria killed my mother and father, though, I guess that's when I started hating them so much. The Renans, I mean. But then I think of all those people who were born into slavery. The ones who never even got angry in the first place because it was all they ever knew.
I hear you. Every city we've been to, it's the resistance that gets labeled the troublemakers for having the guts to do the right thing.
When it comes down to it, sometimes I wonder which of us really has the better way.
You can't let your anger eat away at you, Rinwell. But then again, losing your parents that way... Hell, who could really blame you for it if you did? I guess what I'm trying to say is... sorry. Hell, it's hard putting this stuff into words.
No, I get it. You're saying that grief and anger are different than hatred. I never thought of it like that. But hearing you say it, it makes sense. Thanks, La.
oh, adorable. Hooded freut sich auch.
You're welcome?
Oh, he's blushing. Gut. Ich muss da unten hin. Na komm. Ihr wollt echt noch kämpfen? Gut.
Gotta break through. You're mine. Slap the shock. You picked the wrong fight.
On guard!
You're mine.
Darkness! Pierce evil!
Mirage. Take this.
These ones can run rings around
Slap
us!
the shock.
Can't get out of this!
They're surrounding us! Radiant Seal! May 1,000 gales tear you to shreds!
Komm.
I'm all stuffed up! Annihilation!
You're mine. Sword Lane Alpha.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and the pummeling to me.
Schön vom unten in den Arsch geschossen.
Radiant Pierce! Seal! We managed to turn the tide!
For now, but things could shift at a moment's notice.
You're right. Better stay alert. Now!
As impressive as always.
And here I hope there wasn't proof.
Do it! No, I mean...
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
Okay, und
Could have
die
been worse.
platt gemacht. Okay.
What a rush. Think you
Okay.
can take that thing?
No way. Forget about it.
Also der sagt mir, also Das Viech soll zu stark sein? Aha. Ich frage mich dann gerade, wo die Boomer sind. Aber okay.
Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
Aber ich würde dann sagen, dann beende ich hier jetzt diese Folge und versuche dann mal in der nächsten Folge als erstes den da zu bekämpfen. Mal sehen, was das dann wird. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.